Welcome to the Afrotaku podcast, episode 65. Podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and everything else. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co host who will introduce themselves starting right now.
Hey, it's Player 5.
What up, what up, what up? I am Gramps.
All right, let's get straight into the first topic. So, our discussion topic for the beginning of the episode is going to be what would be your strongest asset in the stone world? And in addition to that, if you could bring one item into the stone world, what would it be?
Anybody want to start first?
Not me. I was still trying to
I'll
think of
go
mine.
ahead. Because isekai, that's one of my favorite genres. I'm always thinking about it. I think my knee jerk reaction might be like, oh yeah, my smarts. I got like an understanding of physics. I can put some stuff together. But after careful consideration, I don't think that's the most important. I think that my most important asset is my size. I'm like, you know what? I'm just bigger than a lot of people, and I could whoop some ass. And honestly, give me a stone axe. I take down 2-3 niggas before they get me, bro. I believe that. I firmly believe that I get 2-3 niggas. You feel me? And then if I could bring anything to the stone world, I would choose a solar powered cell phone. Download as much information as I could possibly get onto that thing, and yeah.
How you gonna use a cell phone though with no internet?
If it's solar powered and I have everything like downloaded, like PDFs, like if I could just PDF most of Wikipedia, I got a bunch of saved YouTube videos for how to do stuff. I got a picture or a camera, I got a flashlight, voice recorder. That's a lot of interesting tools packed into a small device.
That's a lot of memory. You're talking about packing in a device too.
Give me shit, 2 terabytes. Give me 2 terabytes.
You got to.
Okay, I can mess with that.
I think I came up with mine, but if you want to go, you can go, Gramps.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think by default they would look at me and be like, "Yeah, that nigga's gonna be fighting somebody." That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what they would initially say. Yeah, he's gonna throw some hands with somebody. Let's go ahead and revive this dude. So I feel like they would initially put me in the army, but probably then eventually end up putting me in the lab to help with building shit on the construction side of things, or actually in the lab helping to create different stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Hey, Gramps, like, do you think you could pull from your knowledge in order to make a sturdy home? Like, could you tell us what to do in order to make like a sturdy stone home? Or is we gonna collapse underneath?
No.
No, we go, bro. We go.
That thing is coming down, sir. But I can learn.
Damn.
He said, who got to be the test dummies, bro? I ain't trying to have
What I'm saying is, we don't have to know everything because we got the main character telling us what to do with everything already off the bat.
How we know we will?
So yeah, the truth is, if we're in America, we're more than likely gonna be with evil scientist nigga before we're with Senku.
I assumed that we were being revived by Senku. Because then he revived most of the people. Oh, well, then again, the evil nigga revived everybody in America. Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. We technically be in his group, which would be more militaristic. But
once again,
way, I mean,
automatically in the army, going hands.
What would you bring? What was your one item?
Oh, and what would I bring? And now with the extra context, I was going to say I would bring a blicky. Because worst scenario is like when they first got revived, and it was a whole lion right there. And fortunately, niggas had superpowers where he was able to take out a whole lion. And I was gonna say, okay, I would need a blicky to be able to at least defend myself for a little bit. But since I'm already in the army or whatever, since I'm gonna be in the evil niggas crew, that's hard. You're gonna have to come back to me on that one.
Okay. So for me, I think I would start off as a bean brick nigga. So I think that I'm more of a taiju type, where not that I have as much stamina as that nigga, because that dude was built different. But I could just see myself as the person who's just going to contribute to the manual labor at first. Later, I think I would either go into hunting, but for sure cooking would be part of it. I like once niggas start cooking bad shit, I'm like, yo, we gonna need to figure out how to do some seasoning, some gardening, something like that, bro. We gotta eat good. So I've seen myself turning into that. And then as far as the one item I would bring, to me, I'm thinking of a weapon that either has ammo I could create myself or doesn't need it. So I would think bow and arrow or a sword, but I felt like a sword isn't as versatile. So I might think like a utility knife or something because you could use that for multiple different things. But I felt like the bow and arrow is where I would lean because I could see myself teaching myself how to use it versus a gun. Like if I brought a gun, I don't know how to shoot one. So I would bring it, waste all the ammo learning how to shoot, and then I would be like, well, can't use that bitch no more. So to me, I feel like bow and arrow, at least I could like learn how to use it better and still have like, I can create my own ammo, do all this other stuff. So I think it'd be probably like a bow and arrow or some sort of a like utility knife, if not a fire starter. But I'm gonna assume that I don't have to think about the fire starting because somebody else is reviving me and probably already. I don't think I'm one of the first people. Let me put that out there too. I should have started with that. I'm one of the last sets of revival niggas in my head. So I'm not trying to go from 0 to 1. I'm probably like when they're at 0.5 or 1, they bring me in. I'm like, yeah, bro. Yep, I can contribute. I'm not a skill set that could bring you from 0 to 1. Don't revive my ass. That's the way I will put it.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm in one of the initial groups, and I have an axe with me, an extremely sturdy, one of the most common built axes, because I know one of the hardest things that niggas gonna be trying to do is to try to chop down trees for different resources. Y'all sleep on how much stuff you need that actually comes from wood itself. So I think that would be the most useful because they ain't about to have me trying to put together an axe and I'm over here like trying to grind down rocks and everything. And I'm like, yo, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So give me this axe. That's going to take out a lot of the stuff that needs to be done in terms of manual labor. Since I know they're gonna be having me do it anyway, so I might as well give myself an advantage.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you're right.
I like the axe.
I've been like, hey, bro, y'all got the wrong nigga. I ain't chopping shit.
Nigga be like, yo, freeze this man back.
I'll be real talk. Y'all pick from the wrong generation. We are highly educated. But I'm not that good.
What's it? I'm gonna say they bring me back, start chopping wood. I'm gonna say 0.1 seconds, 1 meter, or whatever the fuck. I turn myself back in the
stone. Oh yeah, get me out, bro.
He said, call me back when y'all got technology.
Yeah. Oh no, y'all got me too early. 1 meter, 1 second. All right, cool. So let's jump to the anime segment. I think first we're gonna start with best deceivers in anime and why I say anime like that? Anime and manga. So I don't know who wants to. We already have a list of names. We could just start throwing them out, or we could give more context. But I feel like it makes sense.
I'm gonna start with the ones that just make the most sense to me. Dio. I think the meme speaks enough. It was me, Dio. If you know the background behind that, you know this nigga, he's shiesty, bro.
Oh yeah.
Big time deceiver. Julius Nova Chrono, for those of us that watch Black Clover. For those that don't, imagine if the third Hokage was actually Kabuto, or not Kabuto. What's the rabbit lady name? Kaguya. If the third Hokage was actually Kaguya the entire time, like that's how shiesty this nigga is. And then lastly, I got Ayana Koji from Classroom of the Elite. If you watch the series, you know that he's basically like a S rank student chilling through E rank classes. Like everybody else fighting for their life, struggling, trying to make it up, and he's just like, I just want to be average and unnoticed. Like kind of a jerk.
Oh, that's basically most isekais then. Niggas come in the world, they extremely OP and they try to act like they ain't got anything.
Yeah, but I felt like theirs isn't as active deceiving as much as it is the world they're in. And people are just stupid to a degree. Like Rudius, maybe he was more of a deceiver in the beginning because he definitely was thinking like a big man, but but pretending like he was a kid. But like for others, like and Ainz isn't technically I'm sorry, not Ainz, Anos from like Misfit of a Demon King. He's technically not an isekai character, but the people around him just like he was proving that he was a god, and people were just like, and I felt like that's what they do with these people, even like Rimuru and Slime. It's like, come on, bro, he didn't just get a whole faction of people by accident, but y'all still think you go home? Okay, that's sounds like a you problem.
But you know something, I could see an argument for isekai niggas in that there's always this one part that always creeps me out. It's like, yeah, when you isekai and you like a 30-something-year-old man, and you like everybody like, wow, this like 10-year-old so smart. It's like he's as smart as a 30-something-year-old man. You know what I mean? Like, man, you know, that's you're being facetious here. Because like, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable taking the praise if everybody, oh wow, you're a kid genius. I'd be like, I'm just an old guy. You know what I mean? Like it's a finesse in that matter. So I could see where there's some deceivers.
Mm.
That's very true.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who else would we toss out there? Did you already talk about Julius?
Yeah, Julius.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull out my deep cut from Toriko and say Acacia. This man was literally framed as the god, the hero, the entire show.
He was
near
Jesus.
the end. Yeah, near the end, you find out that nigga was on demon time. For sure, bro. He was on straight demon time with any and everybody. And we were just like, what? How are they gonna like? I'm telling you, he raised the three strongest characters under him in the series, and they had to deal with that betrayal. Like, yo, this nigga really just don't fuck with us. Like, that's crazy to me.
And then we come to find out that this nigga had kids, and he tried to eat one of them niggas at the end of the show.
Facts.
So
no, he was on some other shit. Acacia was definitely up there as biggest deceivers for me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wanted to.
I was gonna throw out Kabuto, even though I saw him as a snake the whole time. As soon as I saw him, I was like, this nigga looked like a snake. He still was able to deceive the whole village. So I wanted to throw that out there. I still
big snaky behavior.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, Kabuto, man. And then, like, to me, I'm just like, I don't know. He's just the epitome of a snake, just a slithery motherfucker. Something right about.
Right? Without turning into an actual snake until he did turn into actual
literally.
Right. A literal snake. Right. I was keeping up with Naruto. I'll mention White Zetsu. I mean, I know that probably looking back and rewatching, you could probably glean all type of like, you know, information that White Zetsu was like the big bad, but I can't speak on that. When I was there watching it week by week, bro, when it was revealed White Zetsu was like one of the big bosses behind stuff, everybody I know was like, what? Who is bro? Like, we don't even know how he
You really didn't know.
He been pulling on the strings. Like, it was one of them very, I think it was so deceptive that nobody knew. I don't even think the writer knew. He was like, fuck it.
No, I think I agree with you on that. The writer definitely did not know.
Like, no, it didn't know,
it did not. I will add while we're on Naruto, I know we disputed this, but I feel like I still got to call it out. Itachi, I think that his like low-key being a hero thing was a good flip for the audience. Like, and then the level of planning he kind of had in there, even though there was some counterpoints, which we can discuss about how he fucked some shit up. I still think I saw him as a pure villain. By the end of the series, you see him as more of maybe a misguided hero.
You know, I'll speak on behalf of those of us who are Itachi haters. Yes, that nigga was not deceiving. He was a villain. He murdered innocent women and children, grandparents, all them Itachi, all them Uchiha niggas. There was some like slow kid there, you know. There's like a fucking
babies.
babies, an old lady that's walking with her hunchback. Itachi
Yeah,
got
no.
rid of all of them, son.
Look,
That
he was a
nigga
villain
killed
to.
'em.
Oh, see, what I mean is he's a hero to the Leaf Village. He's definitely still a villain to the Uchiha community.
Okay, but then
Wait,
I
how was he
also
a hero to the Leaf Village? I'm curious on this
Because
one.
I mean, like, so to me, I felt like he was still a double agent on the side of the Leaf Village through the story. Like he was, his goal was to try and take down Pain.
Yeah.
He didn't really want to do all this shit.
Well,
So
he's a
I
I,
saw him
hero
as
to
a
the
hero
Leaf
from
Village.
that
hear
perspective.
me out. I feel like if that nigga Sasuke would have left the village and went to a whole nother village,
Yeah.
Itachi would have been protecting that village purely for the sake of Sasuke. That nigga
You
was
think he
literally
did this for Sasuke?
that nigga was Team Sasuke, bro. He killed the
Wow.
whole village just for his brother.
I think.
Remember, he said, all right, I'm gonna do this, but make sure you protect my brother.
Yeah, but I say he's a hero to the village because the Uchiha were going to
Murder them
overthrow.
niggas. There was gonna be a lot more people dead.
Yeah, it was gonna be a lot more people dead. So he did say them, but at the same time, my man's didn't have to kill the women and children, bro. So Anakin type shit.
I don't know. When it's your culture to kill your best friends, do they really see death the same way in the Uchiha community? I
And
feel
that's
like we
what's
gotta
wrong
ask
with it.
ourselves that question.
And that's what's wrong with them.
It's part of their culture, damn near,
You know?
to kill each other in order to get stronger.
Hey, as the second Hokage would say, you finally starting to see my brother.
Oh
No good, right? Yeah.
no! When you bring the second Hokage in, I gotta step back. That's when you gotta check yourself. It's like, wait a minute, no. You're like, oh, that nigga's spitting. Second Hokage is like, that nigga's spitting, bro. What?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'll take a step back. I retract those statements. I do not want to be on that dude's side.
Wow.
No, the second Hokage is he's a pure racist, bro. I might be able to understand to a degree
Is it
where it
racist
comes
if
from,
he right, bro?
but he's not right.
Is it racist if he right, bro?
I feel like once again, one thing that Naruto has proven to us is history is written by the winners. You get what I'm saying? So their lore and everything is written from the perspective of the dudes who won. And that is why I can't trust it. I feel like Naruto lore is the biggest unreliable narrator I've experienced in anime. Because once again, Sakura is going down as a legend.
The GOAT.
She's one of the top tier, bro.
People gonna hear her name and start quaking in their boots, but we know.
Right. Is that
there.
Sakura?
We
were all there.
I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, look, Sakura, I'll give you your flowers. You really her, but don't talk to me with that bass in your voice, like, because I was there.
They're like, what is she doing here, bro? That's it. I'll leave that alone. Any other deceivers we want to shout out?
What you talking about? She masquerading as
That's
a hero
actually
of the world.
That's a good one. Sakura's up there. Top 10 deceivers.
You right.
Top 10 deceivers.
And then King
and then also that's even weirder.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. It's just more on the Sakura point. When Sarada had that whole my mom could be Karin thing, that could have just been dismissed immedely. Now that I think about it. Why was that not dismissed immediately? Because
she's the deceiver.
You're right. I feel like that's added more to it. Like you really let this girl run off on a mission when you literally could say, "No, you came out of my vagina." Like you would know if she, you know what I'm saying? You would know for sure if this child did not come out of your. All right. Well,
don't be forgetting about.
I think we all deep down really wish that wasn't Sakura's daughter. Let's be real.
That is true. I think at that moment, I think my Sakura hate has died down as time has gone on. But yeah, I think at that moment for sure, I did kind of want.
Yeah, she was at maximum like lame at that moment. I was like, Sakura, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, if she is your kid, why are you letting her run around thinking this goofy shit? If she's not your kid, you're a fucking goofball, Sakura. Like, there's nothing you can do, bro. You just proven history right. You
right. Raising another person's kid. You said King Bradley. I think he's definitely up there. But the thing about it is, No, you're right. I felt like even if you look at Brotherhood or if you look at Full Metal Alchemist the regular series, he did seem like a decent human being until he wasn't. Yeah, that's all I can say. Until he wasn't.
Yeah, he seemed like a old guy who was probably pretty stern. To like,
Yeah,
oh no, this dude, he really a genocidal maniac.
yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. The one that spawned this got to put Eisen up there. He definitely deceived everybody. That glasses change is iconic. Who else? Um, ooh, I almost want to be petty and throw a My Hero character out there, as I thought you were gonna be great, and then you ended up being trash type of thing. But
There's so
there's
many
so
niggas.
many, it's hard to pick from.
There's so
Huh?
many, too many.
Lock
Yeah.
Rock.
Oh, that's true. I forgot all
Lock
about Lock Rock,
Rock.
the OG. The OG.
But this is
Hey,
the crazy
hey,
part.
if we bringing up Lock Rock, you know we gotta bring up the OG. Geno Baba is another.
No, bro. Geno Baba, he was like that for all the bums. It just so happened he wasn't ready for that life. Lock Rock is bad, bro. He's bad.
Yeah.
He's not even accepted into UA bad. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Bro's a bum.
Damn.
And he was
Would
talking
you-
mad.
Yeah, I don't know how he got hired. He definitely deceived hard to be able to get hired in his position. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
Like somebody called him and said, "We need you, bro." Lock Rock, we need you, bro. But that should have let us know. That was the foreshadowing that really the heroes were garbage, bro. Because Lock Rock was that nigga.
Yeah. No, that's right. And they kept highlighting him over and over again. We kept getting more and more
Yes.
scenes
It's
of him
Lock
talking.
Rock. Dumbass.
You know who's the inverse
This man was
deceiver
a
though,
civilian.
who always stayed 10 toes down, but there was part of you that might have thought he was a villain. Gang Orca.
Yeah.
Gang Orca could have easily flipped sides, just like Bakugo almost, like where you're like, oh no, this thing can easily flip side. No, he stayed 10 toes down the whole time.
I thought when they did the
100%.
Never
breakout,
once.
Gang Orca was gonna be like, yeah, they broke my cousin out. We with them. He was 10 toes down. I'm with this hero. They really forced my man out of top 10 for no reason.
Oh, I think second Hokage was on the voting committee for that. That's why.
All right.
All right. Anything else on deceivers, and then we can jump to the next topic.
No, not from me.
All right. So, in I guess I don't know if you want to say in honor or just as a thought off of what's been going on with this whole Kendrick and Drake stuff, which I put on the docket to talk about a little later. I wanted to think about what types of dream battles or interactions we wish would happen in the anime community. So this topic is just dream battles and interactions. Characters from different series, could even be anime versus cartoons, that you just wish would just interact in some way, whether it's a fight, whether it's a discussion, whether it's breaking bread. Shoot, it could be an actual rap battle in some cases. I don't know if we have any of those examples, but that's what this topic is about. So whoever wants to start can go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and start real quick because I've been waiting on this one.
Sure.
I know I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna just let it die as quickly as possible. I would love to have seen Itachi versus Minato throwing hands. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
But you know what would have happened, right?
That's crazy.
I just
what
would
would
love to see what would happen. I just want to see
okay.
what would have happened.
We know what would happen.
I just
know.
want to see what would have happened. Okay, so just leave it at that. Let's go to the next person. let's just keep it moving.
Oh, I'm gonna put this out there. I actually want to see two things. One is Komatsu from Toriko versus the dude from Shokugeki no Shoma. I forget his name. I think it's Soma, right? The main character from that in an actual cooking battle. And then I would actually like to see Soma cook something from Toriko and see his reaction to that too.
Question: do they are you bringing what do they call them? The spirits in the background that's
Oh
make
yeah,
shit
no, they
happen.
there. They so to me it's either or, right? So if Soma goes into Toriko's world, they both have a high level of food luck. That would
Okay.
be just an understanding. And then if Komatsu goes into his world, he's a top tier chef, right? Like that's basically how that would play out to me.
If
Um
I'm gonna be honest, I never saw Komatsu as all that
damn.
personally. I thought it was
Damn.
just all food luck carrying everything.
Really? I
I'd
saw him as
rather
like a
see I'd rather see Sanji go against the nigga from Food Wars
damn. I feel
personally.
like Komatsu is reminds me of Kenichi from History's Strongest Disciple, where his aptitude is that he is like an expert at the basics. So he'll like turn some real basic shit into the best basic. He can give you the best hot dog you've ever had. You feel what I'm saying? Where Soma is gonna give you a hot dog that is like the most transformative hot dog you've experienced. So I feel like it'd be a good battle from a okay, this is the best of that thing I've ever had versus like this is putting that thing that I like totally on its head, like flipping it over and then having me think about it differently. But I can see Sanji putting a good battle in there too. But I just feel like Sanji is reminds me of like the weird cook in that show, where that nigga's just he gonna turn some out there shit into the best thing you ever had. Oh, skunk meat, Sanji cooking that shit up. Those other
Mhm.
two can't touch skunk meat. But
That street
Sanji,
meat.
oh, that skunk meat about to be the best skunk meat you've ever ate in your
That's what
life.
I'm saying. That's why when I saw that nigga took some rained on food that was thrown down, stepped on, and all of that, and
Yeah,
somehow still made it taste good for Luffy to eat on, where he said
yeah.
that shit was fire. I was like, okay, he got the
Mhm.
shits. Because I'm not about to eat straight trash and call it
Yeah.
good, but he somehow made it delicious. That's the reason
Oh
that
yeah, no,
I preferred Sanji over Komatsu.
yeah. No, I think that all those would be good battles.
Oh yeah.
I think some interesting ones I would love to see is like the My Hero world interact with like the Marvel world or even like the
Oh, they
DC
getting
world and just
crushed.
see kind of what that's like.
When you say interact, what do you mean? Because I
It could
hope you're
be
talking about
a
hands.
conversation. It could be like a maybe All Might goes and saves some motherfuckers in their world. Maybe the Avengers pull up on All for One.
Oh,
You know, I think that the My Hero world could learn a lot, but at the same
yeah.
time, I think that All Might could also teach Marvel heroes a lot.
I
So I
got a
think that
strong question for
Question.
you.
Oh,
Yeah, but go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead, Gramps.
I was going to say, knowing where we are right now in My Hero Academia and everything that All for One has been capable of, how many niggas from the DC or Marvel world do you think it would have taken to take All for One out?
you had like one there.
That's
Reed
what I
And
thought
Richards.
you
let's
was
not talk
gonna
about
say.
Superman. Let's not bring
That's
Superman
what
into
I
this,
thought you
for
Yeah,
was
no,
example.
no,
gonna
no, no.
say.
I mean, but obviously,
You
if
ain't
I'm
need
gonna
them.
name people from Marvel, but I'm also naming people that in their own right are like the Superman of Marvel. But like
Mhm.
Superman is just like, oh, I'm a big buff nigga. But you got niggas like Reed Richards. Like Reed Richards would be like, oh, this dude do this here, whip up a ray gun that's take all that
Right.
nigga powers or send them to another dimension. You
Exactly.
know what I'm
Or
saying?
disease.
Yeah,
Here's
you
a
know,
virus that's gonna
Reed,
kill you slowly,
Reed
bro.
Richards would be like, yeah, I created a suit that has an infinite amount of space on some Gojo shit. Like, you can't touch me. Like, you know? So I'm like, you got people like that that'll rock him. Like, Thor will probably kill that man.
Really? Thor?
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, he's a god.
Oh, God.
I mean,
That's my thing. Like you're like All for One in the universe of My Hero is only dangerous because he's so like everybody is so limited on the hero side.
90%, 99% of the people that fight against him have nowhere near the power to touch him. And that's fair.
Yeah.
99% of the people in the Marvel world do not have the power to, put hands on that man. But I mean, Deku is basically just Spider-Man. You feel me? Like he's
Yeah.
really just Spider-Man. So what they're already saying is Spider-Man could bang with this dude. And if Spider-Man can bang with him, like it's
If you had to put him as a challenging villain in, I'm thinking more on DC because my original question was going to be where do you think he falls in Darkseid's like category, but I think it's so low it doesn't even it's not even worth the question. So I would ask if you were to put him in a rogues gallery of one DC hero, one Marvel hero, where do you think he would fit that he would actually be a challenge?
I would put him honestly as an Avengers level threat. But this is the reason. Shigaraki, as we know him, the average day to day is not an Avengers level threat. He's just a dumbass nigga that only used super speed and disintegration of like his hundreds of powers that he has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, what I would do is like, yeah, your average day, they probably clap, bro, because he's stupid. But every now and again, he might like use his powers wise, you know? Like, bro, his disintegration is powerful. It's just like I don't think he's fast enough to just blitz and kill every Avenger. No way. I have him do some smart stuff like, oh, he just like disintegrates Captain America's shield, runs away, comes back, does something different. You know what I mean? Like, and just use his powers in a way better than like I'm gonna run at you as fast as I can and play tag. I'm like, bro, that's not gonna beat the Avengers. You might kill Hawkeye. Okay, you got him. But everybody else come back and stop you.
So then in DC, would you say he's a Justice League level threat, or he's lower than that?
He's not no Justice League level threat.
So whose rogue gallery would you put him in DC?
You could put him in any of the main villains, and I think that like they'll probably figure out a way to clap him. I wouldn't make him a Batman villain because like I think that he's difficult for Batman to beat on a regular basis. But any of them other niggas, I think they clap that nigga on a regular basis. Like, oh man.
So if we put him in Flash's rogue gallery, if we put him in Flash's rogue gallery, you think he's 10 toes with Captain Boomerang, all of them?
Yeah, he with them niggas. They like, oh, it's Captain Boomerang, Shigaraki. Flash gonna like, hey man, knock it off. Yeah, no, for the Justice League, they not calling the whole Justice League for this nigga. They gonna like, what? What's Shigaraki over there doing? He disintegrating buildings. Somebody gonna knock that nigga out.
Go cut that nigga hands off.
Yeah. I'm like, the fact that he got to touch it with his hands, like Wonder Woman would literally hand dude up by his wrist, like, stop.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Some other ones I thought
going on
were cool, unless y'all have more questions about that one.
Oh no, that's
keep it going.
Some other ones I thought were cool. Mikey from Tokyo Revengers versus Sakura from Windbreakers. Real quick, Windbreakers kind of new, at least for me, non-manga read nigga. But Windbreaker is a thug manga about these dudes that go to like a Cromartie high level thug school. But they also good thugs. Like,
yeah.
Like
we protect the city on thug shit, bro.
Yeah, they thug in a good way, and they be getting into thug fight. It's basically Tokyo Revengers in a different way, except non-isekai. And Sakura is the main character. He got MC, plot armor. He got hands like that. And Mikey really got MC plot armor without actually being the MC. So I wonder who. Let's just go season 1 to season 1. So so we're not worrying about endgame Mikey or endgame Sakura. Season 1 to season 1.
Mikey's washing.
Do you think you said wash? Is a wash?
10 out of 10. I think it's 10 out of 10. Yeah.
10 out of 10. So, bro,
I don't know what I'm missing about Sakura, but I'm seeing 10 out of 10.
He got okay. First of all, he got nasty hands. Okay.
So if you think season 1, Mikey, when was a time you can remember Mikey actually had a challenge in any of
when dude put that pipe to that nigga head? He yeah, Mikey was that nigga. He was discombobulated, bro. And I don't care what no niggas say. No niggas, I'm a Mikey fan, but when he put that motherfucking pipe to that nigga head, I was like, damn, Mikey in trouble, bro. It's over with it. That nigga head was leaking. He was wobbling, fell down the steps and shit. My nigga saw Sakura eating that pipe today. He going, hell no, you ain't just hit me with no pipe. Of durability, Sakura is definitely more durable than Mikey, bro.
I could give you that, but the thing about it, that's what I'm saying. It's like from a challenge perspective, from what I remember reading in the manga, Sakura is always overcoming a threat. And Mikey, I felt like, is rarely ever doing that. That's why I feel like it's hard to compare the two, because I'm looking at the level of threats Sakura goes against, and I feel like they're arguably comparable to the threats that Mikey's Mikey's doing, right? So I would feel better with a Takamichi versus Sakura, and there I would lean definitely more Sakura than Takamichi.
That is the most disrespectful shit I've
But
ever
this would
heard.
be endgame. This would be endgame Takamichi who
Endgame
learned
Takamichi
hands.
still doogie.
Endgame Takamichi learned hands, bro. He fought Mikey. He actually fought Mikey, bro.
Bro, that nigga doogie.
Come on.
Look.
All right, I'll give you that. I will put in like a Draken, maybe. A Draken.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
Versus Sakura. I find that may be more of an even match.
Because I feel like, bro, Sakura, just by episode 8, is fighting the number 2 guy in another game. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, but he can't fight none of the number ones. That's my thing.
Okay, fair. So you think if Mikey was in this world, would he be the top number 1? Like
yeah, that's my. He would have to be the number 1 of somebody's game because he's the number 1 in his.
I meant
game.
like, is he the number 1 of all the number 1s like he is in Tokyo Revengers?
That I wouldn't say. That's why I felt like that. That's why I would compare him more to like the leader of Sakura's school because I felt like I haven't seen enough from the number 1s. I've seen some of the number 1s in Windbreakers, and I could argue that maybe some of those would give Mikey a run for his money. That's what I would say.
Okay. Well, I still like to see it. I still confirm that, you know, my number 1 high school delinquent is Urameshi, no powers. My nigga Yusuke was a demon in the streets. No powers.
No, that's facts. Yusuke, delinquent Gambit with Yusuke, Mikey, I don't know, other top tier dudes. I think Yusuke's still coming out on top.
Yeah.
Like,
I think like if you put him in Windbreakers, Yusuke would get known like throughout the city as like the one man gang. Like, bro, there's this dude with no gang. He just roll around knocking dudes out.
That's my thing. And that's the crazy part about it because you got to go back to the fact that even when Yusuke became a spirit detective, for a good portion of that shit, he was still just using delinquent skills to
just pure delinquent muscles fighting demons.
So like, that shit was crazy to me at that. Yeah. So to me, if you're doing that, you're a different breed, bro. Sorry. You up
like,
there.
I knew the fact that Yusuke used to pull up on grown men like, what's up? What y'all doing in my hood, bro? Like as a middle schooler. Imagine an 8th grader walking around going to the city. My wife was a high schooler.
Yeah,
cool, come get these hands, nigga. Like
Yusuke was built different.
He like that.
Yeah.
But that's all my dream battles.
Do we want to talk about? I'm gonna put up the Goblin Slayer versus Gobaru. I just think it would be interesting because I'm like, this dude is a goblin, but he's the goblin versus the Goblin Slayer. I'm putting my money on Gobaru, but
really,
you know, goblins. Yeah, Goblin Slayer.
Like that.
The way this nigga go. First of all, he's an isekai goblin, so you already know if you're an isekai main character, you're already about to be overpowered. So like, I don't know where they've got. I think they're only on like 2 or 3 episodes in the anime. But what I read in the manga,
like 8 episodes. Dude.
Oh, they're 8. So what I read in the manga, where I stopped, that they're still going. Dude was already like up there. So
he
tons of skills. Yeah, he got a lot of stuff in his arsenal.
Where he at right now in the anime is like pure power already like stronger than Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, I feel like he's breaking Goblin Slayer's bones with a punch. Like that nigga try to block it because Goblin Slayer really a regular nigga that just got a lot of goblin specialties.
Like an 8th level fighter, this nigga like a 15th level goblin already. But I say all that to say, my nigga Goblin Slayer really the Batman of goblins, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He got something in the back pocket.
He got something. That nigga fuck around, pull out some herbs that just
goblins up. That's why I say if I go 10 out of 10, I would definitely give Goblin Slayer some wins because I feel like he's gonna pull an out-of-pocket win, right? But I can't see that consistently. I would still think that Gobaru would win.
I give him 3 wins, but that's a max. Is all you give is 3. Just because, again, if bro was a regular goblin, then I would be like, yeah, Goblin Slayer beat him. But the fact that he got the isekai shit and like he also like a smart human that lived the whole life, I'm like, nah, bro, it's not fair.
Facts. Oh, I'm giving you that one. Yeah, I think Gobru is taking most of them. Like I said, one, two, or three
No,
secret wins from Goblin Slayer,
this
but
is the real
it's a L.
question, bro. Do y'all think if Goblin Slayer found like, hey, bro, unequivocal proof this goblin used to be a human but reincarnated, does he still kill that nigga?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't think
Of
he has discernment when it
course.
comes to that. A goblin is a goblin. You
My
say he
nigga,
might have
if
used to
his
be, but
mother,
you a
if
goblin
his
now.
mother turned into a goblin,
Yeah, he killing
Y'all
her for
niggas
sure.
he taking a head off, bro.
If you're a
Goober.
goblin, now, he doesn't believe they're redeemable. That's my thing. He just doesn't believe they're redeemable.
Okay, but
That's
they
the
not
problem.
though. But an isekai
In his
goblin.
world, they're not. They're framed as not being redeemable.
My God.
So you trying to you sympathize with the goblin people? Is what you're saying?
I mean, from his world's perspective, like I said, I think they're framed as not being redeemable. And there has been no evidence to this point that has shown us that they are redeemable. So you might be able to safely make that assumption, but he would take that mentality into whatever other world he was transported into. I don't think he would be open to seeing that they're not redeemable.
I think that they are redeemable. The moment in the movie where they had like a goblin priest that like organized them. I'm like organization like assumes society. Like that means they can be
Yeah.
reasoned with. That nigga was like goober there.
Nope.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I feel like he sees them as zombies. Like if you turn into a zombie, there's no coming back for you. Like I can't help you. That's it. I just
that's
gotta
the
kill
thing I
you.
want to see. The next Goblin Slayer season. At that time, I got reincarnated as a goblin.
Oh,
Well, so
shoot.
here's the thing, because I actually played with the idea of if somebody created this whole manga or anime that was basically an inception of isekais, where in the beginning you had this huge battle going on between these super strong niggas, and then you just had this regular character out of nowhere who gets killed. Let's say a car falls on top of them, and they get isekai into another world. They become the main hero of that world, and then at some point where they're fighting with the main hero, there's some random nigga that gets killed, and that transfers to another isekai.
That'd be good.
And then I was thinking, like, for example, in one case where it's a nigga just like Goblin Slayer, where in their world they're fighting against goblins, and then right before he dies, he's like, I swear to God, if I come back to life, I'm gonna murder you and every other goblin that I ever see. And then that nigga gets isekai into another world where all of the goblins are good. They're living a whole regular society. They're living amongst humans. Goblins are presidents and stuff like that. And this nigga's like, no, I'm about to kill all of these motherfuckers. And he just becomes the overtaker of that world or whatever, like the evil villain of that world, essentially. And then we put our eyes on another character within their world, an actual goblin who has to end up fighting him, who's become the main villain as a result of another villain in another world. I'm like, I would be all on that.
That hate, man.
You better write that down. You about to get to billions on the table, boy.
Right.
Put it in the bag,
That's
right?
actually a really good idea, because you can play that very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style. Like one season is one isekai that you wrap up that storyline, and the next season is following the one random dude that died in the other one. Like that would actually be really good. I would be interested.
And then at the very end, the main villain is about to be killed by the main character, but then he jumped into a portal to end up jumping into the first world where everything started.
Start all over again. So that'd be good. Yeah. What was I gonna?
You heard it here first.
I'm telling you. I had one, and then I totally. Oh, I'm just gonna put it out there because everybody would think of this, but like the big three iconic shonen dream interaction, right? I think we've all probably thought about it or have been interested in some point, right? I don't think it would be a fight necessarily for me, but I could see it as an interaction, right? Like a Goku, a Naruto, Ichigo, Luffy, just all kind of like sharing a meal together, or having an interaction. That's what I would see it as, less than the actual battle part. I feel like the battle part, maybe a world tournament would be interesting with all shonen isekai characters, but in reality, it's just too hard to manage with all the different powers and shit. So I would much prefer.
I'd rather, instead of seeing them fight, I'd rather see like an Avengers type deal. You know what I mean? Like you can have a stronger nigga. Like, oh shit, hey Goku, that's your dude. Go get him.
Yeah. Oh, like a big old team up. Yeah, no, I can see that. That would be good.
I wonder who would be their leader, bro. There's no way. I hate when people
None of them
before.
Yeah.
And somebody say Goku.
Nobody
but that's
listens.
the thing. Like the Avengers, you need a leader.
Look, Player 5, imagine the strategy meeting. That would be the funniest shit you've ever seen. Goku, Naruto, Luffy, Ichigo. Just think about the strategy meeting to like try and defeat these things. Yo, so we got these things going on.
Yo,
bro,
Luffy ain't even in the meeting. Luffy already left, bro.
That's what right? No, but then Goku right behind him. Goku right behind him. He like, yeah, bro, fuck that shit. We about to just fight these niggas. Like, huh?
See, but Goku, that's the difference between Goku and Luffy. Goku will come to the meeting, hear everything you say, and be like, yeah, well, I'm going to fight him. Luffy already at bro do.
Already at the door.
I want to
fight. Bring your ass out here.
Yeah, but like, this is the funny part. It is the sad part is that there's not a single shonen main character I could think of that would not just go to that meeting and be like, yeah, so we just gonna beat their ass, right? Like the plan is literally written on the board, beat their ass. Like maybe Deku
is they would have to be like, yeah, we're gonna beat their ass and we're not listening to you, Deku. You're not on our power tier.
Right. Exactly. And he'll be like, I got a plan. Just shut the fuck up, little nigga.
And they go out there, they get clapped. And then once they kind of got a rebound, it's the same Avengers thing. They think they hot shit, they get clapped, and once they rebound, they're like, "Damn, we really let the world down." That's when Deku like, "Well, I have a plan." Right. Captain America.
But then they say, "Shut your ass up," and they go train somewhere and get stronger.
Time, we got to train, y'all.
Come back.
Yeah, train because not a single one of them got strats, bro. Not one. I like Deku. You're right. It's the only one that might actually be like, "Hey, let's bring y'all to some sort of reasonable approach."
These niggas not listening, bro.
At all, because he's the weakest one there.
More than 2 sentences, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gone.
They all left. That
I would love to see a giant chess tournament or something like that where they got to actually use brains and see who would win that tournament.
No, that is a great idea. I would love to see like a death game, or I forget how these things are called, but like all the anime strategists you could think of just being tossed in a like blue lock level, but with strategy type of interaction. You just drop them all in the room and you just like, look, y'all, it's about to be one winner in this shit. Ayana Koji, Light Yagami, like all L in that bitch. Like y'all got to figure this shit out all on your own. Y'all got to try individual strat paths.
See, you talking about the strat niggas? I'm talking about the dumbest niggas because that would be funny as hell.
Oh, they did.
I'm talking about having these niggas try to strat against each other. And I'm like, that would be hilarious.
They did, and then bringing that up, I would do a sports comp too. I might do like a strongman competition with the different sportsman characters that kind of can play into each one of their strengths. Like
put them all in a different sport. Like y'all got to play American football now.
Yeah, and they just form their own team,
but they bring their own little skills together. That'd be hard.
No, I think that'd be hard. Yeah,
hey, bro, I'm sending my nigga Kuroko on blitzes. They be like, huh? Where'd he go? He just got he's the ultimate edge rusher.
Right? And you know, Hinamaru got to be a linement, bro. Like it's over with. He the littlest lineman, just 100. Flipping niggas over.
That'd be so hard.
Yeah. Oh no, we got to talk about that. We might have to have that as a separate discussion.
A full thing. Let's go.
Yeah, just who the dream football team would be with all that you got. Any of the sports anime characters you can pick from. So how would you develop your sports team? We could pick each one, like basketball, football, all of that. But I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be clean. Shooting, bro, from fucking Kuroko no Base, he's just tossing that bitch. Hey, get that man his lucky item.
Oh, yeah, long range passes is on it, bro.
Oh yeah, landing every time.
Caught it. Yeah, I knew. My thing was good today.
Yeah.
No, all right. Anything else for Dream Battles?
Nope.
All right, let's jump into the social commentary stuff. So, do you want to give a little insight into the man versus bear stuff, Player 5?
Okay. So let me preface. Well, no, I won't preface. I'll explain it first. So in case you are unaware, it's going around on like all types of social medias where a lot of women were saying if they were in a forest alone, they'd rather come across a bear than a man. And I think that is supposed to elicit the response of that, like men are the people most responsible for assaulting women, and that they're more likely to get assaulted by a man than a bear, and then therefore they'd rather run into a bear because the chances that they get assaulted are lower. And then also we can bring in the idea like sexual assault too, is like a bear not going to sexually assault you, whereas a man might. And so let me preface by saying, like, when we're talking about that, like, as it is a uh, uh, theoretical type thing, like, yeah, I get that. I think we all understand that. But my issue comes when people are taking it literally, like, oh, you would literally rather run into a bear than a man.
And
Like
what
that
type
is,
of bear?
you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I think the
Because if
idea
it's
is
a
a
black
grizzly.
bear, that's survivable. That I could see
Grizzly.
people leaning towards that. But if it's grizzly or a bug,
Every picture I've seen has been grizzly. I say
Tripping.
we go polar because polar bears are
oh,
very
polar, you're for sure dead. There's no reasoning with a polar bear. It's just okay.
Yeah. And I just, it's an interesting thing where I'm like, you look, the people who take it literally are where I'm like, all right, now y'all starting to trip me out. There's no fucking way you'd rather be caught with a fucking grizzly bear than a loose nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then this makes me think, bro, like, would y'all rather be caught with a polar bear or like, the booty warrior? Like if you had to pick like which one you ran into the wild.
Well,
Yeah.
so all right, so no, let's use Pretty Prisoner, because the reason I say that is because the Booty Warrior, I think I might have a fighting chance. I could probably,
That's
I can probably,
zero
I can probably,
chance versus 5%. Like
I can
or
probably
10%.
throw hands. Exactly, I could probably throw
Yeah.
hands with the Booty Warrior, but Pretty Prisoner, that's probably the situation that women are typically thinking of because that's our equivalents as a man.
Yeah. In my mind, I think I'm taking Pretty Prisoner because there's still a chance you could reason with this nigga, and I'm not sure that he likes black people. So there's chances.
I
There's
like
chances
that.
there. If we
I like
use
that.
polar bears, like there's never a day I'm gonna pick a polar bear. I think unless you give me another 0% chance, and the death by polar bear doesn't even sound. It sounds painful. You're getting eaten alive. Yeah, so I'm like,
well, here's
I would
another
pick
thing
Puri
though.
Puri.
Here's the other thing about some bear attacks, because there are lots of bear attacks where the bear will literally just slash you all up, chew you up a little bit, and then just walk away. So now you're just laying there, bleeding out slowly, feeling all that pain. I can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Bears rarely like do like one shot kills like tigers and lions. They kill you slow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I can't see a place unless it's a black bear where I would lean towards bear over whatever the other option is.
I'm in agreement. I'm like, bro, grizzly or polar is over with. Nah, that's a big death sentence. But I could do like black bear, panda. I could clap. It could be like 3 pandas. I think I might be able to knock them with it.
That's because the panda is not going to attack you, nigga.
Exactly, bro. Like I think even if they was aggressive, bro, I could beat 3 pandas. That gotta be the shittiest animal on the planet.
What is he saying right now?
Confident on beating 3 pandas. I gotta look up panda stats right now.
Pandas are walking L's, bro. They can barely walk. I'll kill them.
Yes, they're clumsy, but I guarantee they're probably still more than 5 times stronger than a human.
Them niggas eat bamboo because they can't catch shit,
bro.
Oh, knock their ass out, bro. God.
This man is tripping.
I could beat a panda up, bro.
You are way too confident in your capabilities right now.
So no, I mean that's a good. So at average panda weight, they can weigh up to 350 pounds. Females are 10 to 20%. So they're saying like anywhere between 220 to 254.
A 220 hairy.
Okay. This is just their weight. We ain't talking about how much they lifting. We ain't talking about the claws. They got claws, right?
They barely use them.
They're herbivores, so they're not really gonna try to eat you per se.
Them niggas slow as fuck.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I will put 3 on there, but one panda, sure.
Pandas damn near extinct by their own design, bro. Like them.
That is
crap.
true. That is
Have
true.
you-
I think I've heard that.
Have you seen the panda's claws? Pull up an image of the panda's claws.
Yeah, they
Can
do.
you guard against that? That's all I got to say.
I
Let me
don't think
see.
they got the coordination to hit me, bro.
How sharp are a panda?
No, just pull up a
This type
picture of
of a
panda
panda
claws.
fight. Is
Just
any
pull up-
nigga ever seen a panda fight?
I don't think
I
so.
have not.
I don't think there's a video, bro. They don't got
Yeah.
hands like that.
You saying that you need to see proof that a panda can beat you? That's what
I
you're telling me
really
right
don't
now.
think- I really don't think they can fight for real.
All right, bro.
Bro, I'm watching a video of pandas fight over female. Nigga, I'm killing this thing.
Oh,
Oh, God. It's some loose hood dogs. It's some dogs in the hood that fight better than this, bro.
That is true.
I'm killing this panda, dog. I'll take 3 of them.
Look, I'll give it to you on the pandas. I think
They
that's
look, they
an
like
okay
a pot
assumption.
belly. They hella head, no body. Like, bro, I'm not losing to this panda, bro.
All right, I'll let you take
But
that
I'm
chance.
only going with one. I'm only
All
going with one on that one. 3, I think, is gassing it if they're all aggressive.
I think
350-pound pandas attacking you.
Especially if you don't have
That's
a
a
weapon.
lot.
Like
Yeah.
you said, straight hands
I
too.
think if they run at me and have to go more than 10 yards, they're gonna fall. for sure. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think I could run in circles and overheat them niggas and they just die from exhaustion before they get to me.
Wow. Yeah, I felt like the next thing we got to find a panda expert to join the podcast. We might
Yes,
have an
please.
animal expert just in the background because you've said things like this before. It hasn't been just pandas. I feel like there's other animals you've alluded to that can easily be dropped. I think we need what are those anthropologists?
It was probably that monkey conversation. If you had a monkey that randomly popped up every year.
Oh yeah, Tabachi. No, bro, I watched too much Planet of the Apes, bro. Those niggas will drop you, bro.
No, I get beat up by a chimp. I'm not getting beat up by no motherfucking monkey, nigga.
When you say monkey, what do you mean? You talking about like the ones that be resting on your, like Zaboomafoo type shit? Like a
Yeah, nigga, I'm not getting beat up by no baboon.
I'm dead,
bro. You gotta think, bro. We bigger than most animals on the planet. You feel me?
But we're not stronger than most animals.
Yeah, but
Most animals are size and bigger.
I don't get no fuck. Boy, they stupid. They can't put me in a rear naked chokehold. I can put them in one. I'll choke they dumb ass out.
All right, man. We're gonna have to. Yeah, we're really gonna get some animal experts into
I'm telling you, we need that.
Tell that animal expert. Find me one video of any animal besides a snake, obviously, choking the nigga out. I don't think the animal kingdom ready to get choked out. What's happening?
Hold on. So you can be the kangaroo too? I want to hear this.
Oh, for that nigga.
Okay.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Is extremely confident.
I'm not coming out of this without scars. I'm not saying I'm gonna dolo them niggas and be the same nigga. I might lose some shit. They might take some shit with them. But if we talking lives, I'm walking out with mine. Kangaroo meat tonight.
Wow.
This man is extremely confident.
Oh God!
I wish there was a way for us to simulate this
I'm telling you.
without you actually being murdered.
What would y'all say if I just get the packing these kangaroos out? Y'all
And then he just eating it like,
Bro, they neck not even that strong. Ain't no way. No, I remember what it was. It wasn't animals. I remember it was with sumo wrestlers. And y'all was like,
yeah.
He was like, no, you can't. You know what's funny?
You thought you was gonna be world champion.
I saw a video and I wanted to send it to y'all. It was of like some football niggas going against a sumo wrestler, and the sumo wrestler was struggling with a linebacker. I was like, now imagine if the linebacker was getting the best of him. Imagine if that was like an actual NFL size offensive lineman, dog walking that nigga. I promise you. But
was this like a top tier sumo wrestler or just the run of the mill sumo?
No,
wrestler?
he was like a professional. I don't know if he was like a champ tier, but
Like
he was a pro. At the very least, he was a pro. Is all I can say.
Damn,
with that being said, I promise y'all, bro, if college level athletes would dog walk the Japanese sumo circuit, that's why they have a limit on how many foreigners can even join. Foreigners will come in and dog walk these niggas. it would be all black niggas on all their circuits if they opened it up.
Oh
I
my
promise
God.
you that.
All right, how about you bring sumo to America, and we're gonna see what's up. Because
Niggas
if you
not
bring
going
sumo
for wearing panties while tussling. Niggas not going for that. You can only get niggas to go for that off of centuries of culture. Niggas not going for that here. I gotta wear a thong. Hell no, that's over with.
niggas do it in WWE.
Them
So they'll
niggas
do it
gonna
for
get
sumo.
paid more than these sumo niggas gonna get paid. That's for sure.
I'm telling you.
Like
All right.
imagine Brock Lesnar doing sumo. Come on, bro. Champ. First year champ.
I've actually got back into wrestling recently. I've been seeing all these old clips of like people doing stuff, and then Kurt Angle is apparently Kurt Angle was on a bunch of perks when he was in his heyday.
Oh, he was
So
on
just
real
the
perk.
stuff he was doing, they call him Perk Angle.
Perk Angle?
Yeah, so you just be looking at some of the stuff that you're like, yeah, no, this nigga was definitely on drugs, bro. Some of the stuff that was going on back in the day.
Perk Angle. Oh my God.
Yo, Kurt Angle was a crazy dude, though. If you go back to some of those matches, you like, damn, he really was like the people they was like lifting, like Big Show.
Bro. Hey, I
That's
just got
a huge guy.
one little side thing to make about wrestling. It's just such a side thing. So y'all remember the suck?
Yeah, X-Men.
Yeah, my nigga Anthony Edwards, a basketball player, he did that shit after beating his team, like sending them home for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He was like, suck it. And I was just like, bro, it makes me so happy to see that come back into the culture, nigga. I remember getting suspended. I hit a nigga with a suck it, yeah, bro. I got suspended as a
that's
kid,
crazy.
bro. Niggas on national TV doing that shit in front of millions. I love it.
Oh yeah, no. We used to do that shit in the pool too. Like when we were in the, you would just jump out and just do the second shit. No, that was yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, shout out to the niggas at my middle school who was booking little kids for that. Fuck y'all, bro. Yeah, you get one of these, nigga.
Oh my god. All right. Any other closing comments on Man versus Bear?
Hey, shout out to all the women going through it. Sorry for